Hey guys, so I finished the first reading this week for not James Frey, what is his name? Jeffrey Eugenides, Middlesex. And I gotta say, when I started reading this book, it was very apparent to me that it's a higher level of reading than James Frey. I mean, James Frey was really easy to read, and the most difficult part of it was just the dialogue, which I kind of just read sped through. But I mean, this book has a lot more of a slower start than A Million Little Pieces. I mean, A Million Little Pieces, James Frey, he starts talking about, how he has a hole in his mouth and his teeth are missing, and instantly it gets you wondering, how this happened to him, all this stuff. But in Middlesex, the narrator talks about how our family was in the kitchen and trying to tell the sex of a Calliope. I think that's how you say her name. That's pretty slow start, and then it jumps I don't know how many years back to her grandparents and their life and their incestuous relationship. That's all good and stuff, but it really didn't keep my attention. It was almost like I had to make myself keep reading. But when they moved to Detroit, that's when the book started to get a little more interesting. Like even though I thought this book was gonna be more about like the hardships a hermaphrodite has to face, it might be about that, but so far, it's more like her family's past and her conception. But the book does definitely get more interesting as you read. More stuff happens, more factors come into play. Obviously, them moving to Detroit in like the 20s. The Great Depression, the Great Depression comes into play, and everything gets harder, and people have to get more jobs, and so far it's a pretty good book. Maybe not as gripping from the start as A Million Little Pieces was, but I'm hoping that it'll get better. It definitely has caught more of my attention in like in the recent pages. I'd say maybe around 100, page 100, maybe a little earlier. But that's about when it starts to get interesting for me, at least. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Hopefully next week if I hang out with you. I hope all you guys do good on your essays.